Guys, I am new to YouTube. I feel kind of awkward starting this, but I told myself I wanted to start out trying a YouTube channel, so here we go. This channel is going to feature me. I am a 34-year-old living in New York, born and raised New Yorker, currently living in Queens, New York with my little family. So Queens, New York, we're a family of 4. It's my husband and I, and our 2 boys, 3 and 6. So husband and I, 2 sons, who are both literally going on like 15, if you ask me. But hey, this is going to, I'm still working through what my channel is going to be about. Definitely finances. I am a digital budgeter. I am obsessed with YNAB. So there's gonna totally be YNAB content. And I have a bunch of YNAB budgeters that I personally love as well. So I'll include them in the notes. I am a teacher, and I only say, well, not only, but I say that because one, my salary is public, so if you knew me in real life, you would know my salary, and I'm pretty open about money and salary in general. But I'm going to be sharing my salary, part of my husband's, and definitely clearly our family budget. So I am a teacher. I'm going to be off starting the last week of June because, again, I'm in New York City specifically, and we go up until the last Friday. Check on your teacher friends, guys. We are not okay. And my husband works in security, and he is a supervisor. So we are all together really blessed and making very good money, all things considered. So a little more in terms of money-wise, right? So money-wise, me as a teacher, I bring in a little over $5,000. Husband brings in just about 4,000. So I am salaried, but if I do something called per session, aka like overtime, they will pay me. My husband he's technically hourly, so any overtime or any holidays he does get extras, but flat rate, basically 4,000. I'd just like to round. Altogether, we do bring in $9,000 together. Now, up until very recently, literally in not July, that hasn't happened, starting in January. So starting in January 2026, we opened a joint account together. So for not a while, we've been together for, oh my God, 13 years, I think. Yes, 13 years. We've been married for 9 of them. We've been living together for like 10. And from the very beginning, I have always been into like money and into budgeting, into the credit card game. I started churning. If you know, in 2017, we traveled so many places through that whole thing. I'm still slightly kind of churning, but not as much, definitely not as hard because, these banks caught up to us. But so starting in January 2026, right after my husband unfortunately lost his mom, we came together and we're like, you know what, we're gonna do a joint account. We opened a joint account together. And in this joint account is everything for family. So everything family related. Daycare, rent, all the things go straight from our joint account. We each have our own account, and then we go and we send, whatever amount to the joint account. So our checks don't go straight into the joint. Our checks go into our individual, and then we send it back. So we estimated, and I'm going to work on slightly older numbers just because. So we estimated our family expenses for the month. So family expenses for a month to be just about $6,500. $6,500. Now, if you notice, there's definitely clearly a difference here between the 9,000 that we bring in, net, and the 6,500 that we're spending as a family. Because of the difference, we do get each an allowance. So 6,500, which leaves us, let me put this here. So 9,000. Together money, and then 6,500 family expenses leaves us with 2,500 leftover. What we do with this leftover is we split it amongst ourselves and we get an allowance. I don't like the word allowance, but it's basically allowance. Our own spending money. So this is our own spending money that we do whatever the heck we want with. Again, if my husband makes extra, he gets extra. If I make extra, I get extra. We don't break it down to like that extent because I like numbers, but like, let's just keep it simple. And yeah, it's been working for us. We've only been doing it for, I guess, like 6 months now, since January, June. Yep, 6 months, and it's been working. It took a long time to get here to do this joint account because, we had our reasons. My husband had his reasons. I had my reasons. It is what it is. But it's been a good move for us. And I like that we still have our own separate accounts. I don't think I could ever become someone that goes, 100%. It's not something I'm comfortable with. If that's you, awesome. But it's not something I'm comfortable with. And my husband wouldn't be comfortable with that either. But yeah, despite all of this, I do myself usually handle a lot of the spending in general, though, like groceries and stuff, like I mentioned, if I'm into my little credit card and I'm like, hey, I have this latest credit card, we're going to work on it and get X amount of points or X amount of cash back, we'll put everything on there and I'll handle that. And, I'll make sure the bills are paid and stuff. And this is where YNAB comes in. But yeah, this is our budget right here. Like, this is what it is right here. And maybe my next video can be breaking down the budget, but I wanted this to kind of be more of an intro video for now. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to talk about. Oh my God, the biggest thing. Hello, let me make this green. The biggest thing. Do we have debt? Do we have debt? And ignore my oven. So, do we have debt? Thankfully, no. With hearts all over the place. We just finished in May paying off our car. We bought our car January 2021. We had been using a family car and the family relative needed the car back. So we were like, all right, time for us to, be big grown-up adults. We were clearly adults by then. And get a car because we had one baby. Well, he wasn't a baby, but we had one baby and we knew we wanted to grow our family. So we ended up buying a 2019 Hyundai, I don't even know how to say it, Santa Fe at just under 40 grand. And we just paid it off. So we are lucky to not have any debt right now. I've mentioned it quite a few times. I do love using my credit cards. I use it for points. If I'm not using it for points or, for meeting the new spend, I'm using it because I don't like to use my debit card. But it's always paid off, and this is where YNAB comes into play and keeps my ass on track, because the YNAB philosophy, and this is something I'll get into that video, but the YNAB philosophy has truly changed my mindset about credit cards. Like, if you YNAB, if you know, but like, if I put, let's say, $1,000, I don't know, I spend $1,000 at BJ's or whatever on groceries, and I put it on my credit card, YNAB will take that from that line, and now I know, hey, what was $2,000 for a grocery budget, side note, that is not our grocery budget, I'm using a really bad example here, is now 1,000, because that other 1,000 is being used to pay your credit card for that BJ's purchase. So very happy with YNAB. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to this. I've put this off for literally years, and I was like, no one's gonna be interested, and like maybe no one will be interested. Fuck it. I wanna try it. I wanna, if I do happen to get monetized, I get monetized, cool. If I don't, also cool. Like I want to try those little things that I have been putting off for no real fucking reason. And I'm about to be off for the summer, and I decided I'm not working summer school for a bunch of reasons. Maybe I'll get into it. That could be like a side thing. Personal finances and teaching and living in New York City. But yeah, I'm going to have more time on my hands, and I want to spend it doing things that I'm interested in. And yeah, so thanks for watching, if you did, and I'll be back. Fingers crossed. Hopefully this video sounds good to me. Bye!